Hey guys, are we live? So this is random. Hey guys, I don't know what my computer's doing, but I am so randomly just guided to come on live right now and do some free readings for you guys. There is so much energy going on right now. Let me just start by saying if you're here watching and there's no red live notification at the top, then you're probably watching the replay, so you won't be able to get through for the free live readings, but kind of meditate along as I'm pulling cards with your questions, and you might get exactly the message you're meant to hear as well. The energy right now, there's a lot. We're in fiery Leo sun energy. It's just it makes things very intense. We also just had a full moon last night. So the full moons are great for like releasing and cleansing and recharging. We have the Lion's Gate coming up on Saturday, which the Lion's Gate, it's like a portal. You go through that day and you want to leave behind what you don't want to take with you, because once you go through that portal day, there's no going back. So I'm here just to give you guys a little bit of guidance and clarity. I also have some of my crystals opened up for this Friday already. I'm just waiting for my notifications to work so I can kind of read along. My phone is saying can't connect right now. Why, phone? I see you guys joining in. Hi, Deandra, Loretta, I love you guys. Sandy, thanks for joining. Praveen, hi. Can you have a reading about your job? You know what? I'm going to draw random people. So if you're meant to get a reading about your job right now, you'll come through. Kelly, thank you. Michelle, 2 Michelles. Oh my gosh, I love you guys so much for joining. Thank you. I'm just trying to get the video loaded on my phone so I can actually follow along with the comments. Here we go. But yay, oh, I'm so glad you guys are here. There we are. You don't have sound. Does anyone have sound? Does anyone not have sound? Let me know. If not, I'll fix it. So this wouldn't be the first time. Hey, Sarah. Oh my gosh, I miss you. Gosh, it's been a while since I've seen you, huh? Hey, Ayana. Ah. Okay, people can hear me. So, Sandy, you might need to turn up your speaker. Hey, Lisa, thanks for joining. So first I want to give you guys, I don't know, what do I want to do first? First, I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek of Friday's show, because there is some stuff sitting next to me. I still have 2 giant boxes I haven't opened and half a box that I haven't opened yet, but the one box I opened is so much fun. I can't keep it to myself any longer. So I'm just gonna dive right in, because I know you guys will love it just as much as me. And then we're gonna pull some numbers for people to get cards pulled. So if you have any questions, start thinking about it. But the first thing, there's a whole bunch of different versions of this. So I'm just gonna show you one, and then you can use your imagination. Let me see, which one do I want to show? We'll do this one. I already kept one for myself because I'm obsessed with these. So look at this titanium plated Aura crystal garden. It's like a little cluster of quartz that's titanium plated. So it's got this awesome rainbow. Oh my gosh, the energies of these are incredible. I took one for a meditation this weekend, and I've been astral projecting since. I'm obsessed with these. There's all different sizes. There's some little tiny ones for anyone who wants like just a small little crystal garden. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think 7 of these. There might be more in the box that I haven't dug out yet, but oh my God, they're so beautiful. Hey, Jen, Candace, thank you guys for joining in. The other thing that you guys are going to freak about, that I freaked about because my guy told me he couldn't get me anymore, but he got me 3 more. See if I'll be able to actually show you. But my old favorites, the anhydro agates. So if you don't know what an anhydro is, they have water inside, ancient water, millions of years old. So when you hold this just right, you could see the water bubble moving around. You could feel it kind of shaking in there. These are great if you want to connect to ancient ancestors, ancient energy, connecting with water or with earth. Like, oh my God. I have 3 of these in stock. I'm so excited. They're so hard to get and so hard to find, especially like nice big chunks like this. So I'm so excited to see who wins these on Friday night. Also, you guys, I'm so excited. I'm almost up to 1,000 followers and likes on Venus Moon, which is crazy that it's only been a few months since I said I wanted to manifest that, and I was down at like 500, and we're almost there. So make sure you add your friends, share the page, get some more people in here. So once we get to 1,000, I'm definitely going to do something special. Maybe I'll give a golden ticket away. There's so much other fun stuff. Oh, I have tons of these to go around. The aura points, they're so beautiful. Each one has like a different story going on inside. These are gorgeous for your grids, or if you're like me and you want like the generator garden with a whole bunch of different points. I also have some more of the big giant tourmaline spheres in for anyone who wants that extra like grounding energy. And those boxes that I haven't opened yet, they're just like, sorry, I have a mosquito bite. If I keep going like this, my shin is so itchy. Yeah, there's so much more fun stuff. So you definitely don't want to miss out this Friday. Make sure to tell your friends and come tune in. There is plenty to go around. It's my biggest shipment so far. So yeah, I'm so excited. Yes, almost to 1,000. I'm so psyched. Chell, you don't have power. That stinks. We went a few days without power a few months ago. It was a lot. So, you know what? You guys are here for some reading, so let's just dive right in. I'm so excited to see what the cards have to say. I went on some crazy astral projection last night. I've been kind of in between dimensions all day today, so that's why I'm like, let's just pull some messages through because they're coming through. And I just finished a big reading for somebody through Zoom, and it was like very intense. So I figured let's just keep sharing that message. My family will be home shortly, so we're just going to go maybe for like, I don't know, 30 minutes or an hour, depending how long it takes them to get home. Yay, Bonnie! I'm so glad. I hope you come. And Nanta, thanks for joining in. You just got your goodies. Yay! I love you guys. All right, so let's just go right in and pick somebody. The first word, the way this is going to work is I'm going to pick a code, whether it's a word or a number. The first one on my end that comes through to say it is going to get the first reading. Have your question ready if you want to ask a question, or if you want to just go with the flow, you could say go with the flow. I'm going to give 3 quick shuffles and pull your card, and we'll talk a little bit about it. So let's see. The first code, Louie. Hi, Louie. Give your mama a hug for me. All right, the first code. Perfect for right now. Perfect for the Lion's Gate coming up. Let's see. I have to stand to get close to the camera. It's 888. 3 8s. So the first one coming through with 3 8s on my end is going to get the first card pulled. So once you send your 3 8s, just go right in and let me know if there's a specific focus for your question, or if you just want to go with the flow. Probably just going to do 1 card readings unless we really get drawn to pull more than one, or if we want to pick another deck. And Louie, you came through first, my love. So let me know, Louie, if you have a question or you just want to go with the flow. And everyone else, hang in there because I got plenty more codes to pull. And I'm only going to do the ones, hopefully just 1 card to get more people in. But you definitely, like, this is a good time to get a message. So if you can't get through with me today, I definitely can recommend other amazing readers. I'm pretty booked up, but yeah. Oh, I just wanted to announce that too. I'm not really going to be booking any more appointments, probably for the year. Spirit, I'm booked up through October, and Spirit, again, just like they told me for March and April and May not to book any appointments, they're telling me that again for October and November and December. So I'm just going to go with it, and I'm not going to book through the end of the year. We'll go with the flow. If October comes and I'm bored and I want to do readings, then I will book then. But for now, I'm pretty much booked up. I can recommend Jen, you know, my gorgeous Jen, who I wish was sitting next to me right now, but she'll be here Friday. She does readings. Kelsey Dennis from Fox Moon is amazing. I know so many incredible readers. So if you want a reading, you know, you could tune into these live shows or get in touch, and I can definitely recommend somebody. Louie's going to go with the flow. Hey, Esther, you know what I'm doing is I'm pulling numbers. So you let me, you stay tuned. And if you come through first for the code, then you'll get the reading. All right, so Louie, let's see. We're connecting to Louie. We're just going to go with the flow, see what message we need to give for this part of your journey right now. All right, Louie. So here you go. I don't know if relationship is a question in your mind or if it's more of like a self relationship since it came out reversed, but you have the Lovers reversed. The Lovers, this is one of the major arcana cards. So it really is like a shouting message from spirit. And when I see the Lovers right side up, to me, it's a message of relationship, basically. You know, there's the spirit on top. It's almost like a divine connection. But when it comes out reversed, it adds an introspective energy to it. Maybe it's telling you that right now your focus is connecting with yourself, maybe doing some type of shadow work and really going deep inside and finding the things that you need to release and let go of to go through this Lion's Gate on Saturday. You know, you don't want to take in any of the old stale energy with us. This is the sixth card in the deck, and that 6 in numerology is all about nurturing and family. So that might be part of this relationship that it's focusing on as well. Just, you know, maybe setting your intentions for what this means to you, the nurturing energy inside. If it is relationship type of question, it might be telling you that your challenge for around relationship is to really kind of set your intentions for exactly what it is that you're looking for. Since it's reversed, it's like telling you to get introspective on it and really like figure out exactly what a perfect partner is to you and exactly what a perfect relationship means to you, and you know exactly what's important to you in a relationship and exactly what's not important. And you know, I definitely feel like this message is telling you connection is something important for you to focus on right now, whether it's with yourself or with another person. Reverse can even mean it's more of like a friendship connection, but kind of telling you right now is a time for you to be evaluating and prioritizing and kind of figuring out what's important to you. So hopefully that all makes sense to you, Louie. Yay, thanks for connecting. That's such a beautiful card. Definitely, you know, this is that card validating that there is a higher work at play. So if you have any questions around relationship in general, try to connect with your higher self, or if there's a spirit that you like to connect to, they'll definitely have some good guidance for you. Okay, let's see who's next. So the next person to call this code is going to come through for the next reading. We got more 8s. So the code for this next one is 808. So the first one on my end to say 808 is going to get the next reading. And I love that it's all these 8s already, because 8-8 coming up on Saturday is the Lion's Gate. So I feel like that's validation right there. Like, we are meant to be talking right now. Ayana, you got it, my love. Hey, Tina, thanks for joining in. All right, Ayana, so let me know if you have a specific question or just want to go with the flow. Connect with your energy. All right, we're going to go with the flow for Ayana too. So let's see what your focus is for right now. So you have a reversal also. This is the Ace of Pentacles. Now the Pentacles suit represents, it's connected to the element of Earth, and it represents the things in your control. The home, the health, the job, the finances. And that's basically like your hand holding this big pentacle, really focusing on one big thing that's in your control right now. The aces can represent new beginnings. So maybe there's something around you that is a new beginning as far as a thing that you can control. Maybe you're looking towards a new home or a new job or leveling up in some sort of a way. And this is kind of validating that for you. The fact that it came out reversed, though, is saying that it might be more of an introspective time for you around this as well. Maybe it's, and it's a more gray card too. So maybe it's saying, it's not tomorrow for that this is meant to happen, but this is a time for you to really be planning it, especially this week. And then maybe once you go through that Lion's Gate, that's that portal of really flipping this right side up and walking towards whatever this big pentacle represents to you. But whatever it is, it's kind of saying it's something that you're meant to reach for yourself. It's not something that's going to just be handed to you or just kind of come to you. It's something that you really need to make into a reality. It is something that's in your control. And there's not much in our control in life, but this is something that is, and it's something that Spirit's really telling you is your challenge right now and what you're supposed to be focusing on, that the big thing in your control that might push you to a new beginning. So hopefully that makes sense. I feel like it's definitely validation for you, and that reverse is telling you, work on the plan around it. And if you could see it in the picture, see how it's so gray, like I said, but then look through that little gateway. There's your portal. It's like once you go through the gateway, that 8-8, it's all gonna come. It's almost like going from Kansas to Oz. So this is your week to, work on that plan, write your intentions. We still have that new full moon energy right now, so this is a great time to write down the things that you don't want to take through the portal with you, that aren't going to help you hold this big pentacle in your hand. So, the old situations, the people that you don't want to bring forward, whatever you need to release. And this is for everybody. Write it down tonight, however many things it is. You don't even have to literally write names. You could scribble with the intention of it representing an energy, and burn it. Burn it under that full moon energy tonight. It's still there. And as it's waning down, it's going to really help us clear away energy. And the most important thing is, as you're burning it, send gratitude to each thing on the list. As hard as that is, as much as you might hate the things on that list, you don't have to forgive it, but you have to, finding the gratitude is going to take the control away from it. So that way they won't come through the portal with you. So, as toxic as this person was, or as traumatic as the situation was, maybe it made you stronger or smarter or put you on a specific path. Finding that gratitude is going to help you take the control away. So that way, as you burn it, you could just say thank you next and release it back to the universe because you've learned your lesson from it. Yeah, absolutely put crystals out tonight. Deandra, this is a great time because, again, that waning energy of the moon is going to help cleanse it and release it. And you could even, write a list of intentions or releases, whatever you want, and put the crystals almost like in a grid on top of it to help amplify whatever energy you're trying to put out. Sharon, hey, my love. Thanks for joining. All right. So, Jackie, I see you too. Hello, girl. So here we go. We're going to move right through to the next reading. Hopefully that made sense for you, Ayana. And that connects. I'm excited. Whatever that big pentacle represents, you'll have to let me know. Okay, the next code is going to be 4040, 4040. First one on my end coming through with that. We'll get the next card pull. Sharon, you'll have to watch the replay because I gave a sneak peek of some of the crystals for Friday night, and they're so exciting. All right, let's see. Kelly, you came through, my love. So Kelly Blow, you get this next reading. So let me know if you want to go with the flow or if you have a specific energy you want to focus on. And you don't have to specifically say a question. You could just say love, job, home, health. It doesn't have to be so specific. Or you could just type out a whole question. Either way, whatever, the card will come through the same no matter what. Ooh, do I need to block somebody? Hi. Let's see. We're going to block you. Thank you for sharing that, but we don't need that. Hi, Garima. Thanks for joining in tonight. All right, Kelly's going to go with the flow. Oh, is Tiffany here? Hello, Tiffany. Yeah, I don't mind you guys sharing the link to your website. I love other readers. I support other readers, but that is literally like a barracuda coming in, trying to steal everybody away from my show. So I'm going to block people who do stuff like that and say, come to me instead. That's not cool. Hey, my Tiff. All right, so anyone else that wants a card pull, just stay tuned after we do Kelly. I'm going to get through as many more people as I can. So we're going to go with the flow for Kelly. All right, I'm feeling good. Let's do it. So Kelly, here we go. What is your focus for right now? Ooh, we have the Page of Cups. So the cup suit represents emotions and relationships, and health as well, but more in like a healing matter. And then the pages are connected to new beginnings and stepping out of your comfort zone. So if relationship is on your mind at all, or even like it doesn't have to be a love relationship. It could be relationship with another person or like a connecting. I feel like this is kind of calling you to step out of your comfort zone in it. Again, it's more of a gray card. There's like gray energy around it. Let me get a little closer. Also, if you notice on the card there, he's talking to a little fish. So this might be saying to branch out and even get suggestions from others, or like be open to other people's opinions on whatever this question might be. So, oh my God, sorry. So somebody is channeling through so hard for you, Kelly, that I can't even ignore them. Do you connect with a female in spirit? She's more of like a older, nurturing type of energy. Very sweet, very just like wants to talk to you. Very distracting. So I just need to acknowledge her so that way we could talk a little bit more about your Page of Cups. Let me know, Kelly, if that I feel like this card can kind of be going in a couple different directions. I like the way you put that, Sharon. Seeking guidance is definitely important right now. Just being open. It might come from, like this one's getting guidance from a fish. So it might come from wow. She has a few. Well, Kelly, okay. Do you recognize the one that loved to bake? Because she's making me just smell like delicious, like cinnamon, like warm, and like she's I don't know if she's someone that you gather with on the holidays that just wants to, like, she's so loving. She's like hugging me and wants me to hug you for her. Hey, anyone else that's interested in a reading, I'm doing this totally by random. As soon as I'm done with Kelly, I'm going to give you guys a code word, and the first one that comes through on my end gets the reading. So stay tuned. If you're meant to connect, it'll happen. All right, Kelly, I feel like, if you have more questions on this, I'm just going to kind of leave it there because I feel like there is just like a lot going on in your energy that we might need to talk more one-on-one. Take this for what it is, as far as there might be some kind of like emotional new beginning around you. If you're already in a relationship, it might just be telling you step out of your comfort zone to kind of direct the energy where you want it to be going. If you're not focusing on relationship, it might just be kind of saying emotional wise, figuring out what's going to fill up your cup and maybe going to some less traditional ways of doing that. But yeah, we definitely can talk more later on because there's grandmom. I definitely feel that. She's so sweet. She's so sweet. Your mom is still alive, right? Because I feel like she actually wants to like talk to her too, or she's like bringing her up a lot. Like she's a little bit all over the place, and it's kind of affecting my energy. So we'll okay. I love you, and I appreciate you coming through, but we're going to save this connection for later. Kelly, that's right. You do have an appointment. I thought so. I have so many people booked that I lose track, but I thought that we had one booked. So perfect. Well, we're going to save that. We're going to hold that thought. Wow, oh, I don't like all these trolls coming through. Guys, I'm going to block yous. I mean, if you guys feel guided to reach out to these people commenting and like telling you to reach out to them, go for it. But I'm just going to say someone with that kind of energy, I probably wouldn't trust. They're going to be the ones that are like, oh, you have demons around you and you need to spend $1,000 with me so I can remove them. Like, I've heard of people falling for those before, and they take you down a really bad path. So, you know, we don't know these energies of these people that are trying to snipe you guys off of my live into theirs. So, yeah, well, I'll block them, and maybe you guys should block them too. All right. So let's just move right along. That definitely. Okay. Thank you. So that just cleared as soon as I disconnected. All right. So we're gonna move right to the next person. Sorry about that. So you guys can see, especially there's so many of you in here right now, and it's a lot of energy. It's like grandmoms and granddads and moms and dads and friends and all kinds of spirits just want to come through. Like, as many comments are coming through on my phone is like 100 times that coming through in energy. So it gets a lot. And especially when it's just such a, like that grandmom just now was such a soul that I would love to just sit and talk with. So it can get distracting to talk to the cards and talk to that. It's using two different kind of like parts of my brain, I guess, or parts of the channel. So that's why my energy just all of a sudden gets really weird. And okay, Spirit, you're here. We're acknowledging that, but I'm going to try to focus on the cards right now. So if you guys have spirits coming through, just you talk to them. They'll talk to you. You know, like your channels are open right now. The energy right now is just like super intense. So you'll be able to get the messages that you need from them. All right. Garina, Zanab, I see you guys. Just hang in there. I'm not going to just answer random questions. And sometimes if people get a little bit too pushy, I'm going to have to block you from the chat too, unfortunately, just because it kind of clogs up the feed. If you're meant to get a reading with me, we're going to pull another number right now. There's 19 people in here. So, you know, we got to be fair to everybody and give a chance. So the way we do that is give a code word. And the first one that comes through on my end is going to get the next card. All right. So the code word is 121, code number. 121. So the first one on my end that says 121 is going to get this next card pull. And let me know once I tell you who's next. Let me know if you want to just go with the flow or if you have a specific question. Gina Morrow, you came through first, my love. Hey, Carrie, thanks for joining in. Maria, sending hugs back to you. Margaret, thanks for hanging with us today. I see all you guys. Gina came through first for that one. So Gina, let me know if you have a specific question or if you just want to go with the flow. And everyone else, I see ya. Hang in. These will only take about 5 minutes, so we'll get to the next person quick. So we're going to connect to Gina's energy. Gina's going to go with the flow too. All right. So Gina, let's see what your focus is for right now. You have the 5 of Wands reversed. So you can see when this is right side up, there's a lot going on. This is a card of, it's kind of like a conflict energy. There's a lot of different opposing ideas going around. Those wands represent the ideas, the ambitions. It's the suit of fire. So, you know, that fiery energy. And when it's reversed, those might all be in you. You know, you might have 5 different directions pulling at your brain right now, you know, or maybe you're like, but I want to do this, but you know, like kind of questioning things. And it might just feel like you see they're all bopping each other on the head with these wands. It's not so much like a serious conflict. It's more just saying these wands need to get untangled for you to kind of see clearly of where to go from here. Wow, look at this. See the glow around me? So I feel, Gina, that this is just validating that, especially since it's upside down, maybe you need to write a list from 1 to 5 of the 5 different whether it's 5 different ideas or 5 different opinions or 5 different, maybe there's 5 different people getting in your ears telling you, you know, their own ideas. Whatever it is, I would definitely stick with the list of 5. And once it's written down, it won't seem as overwhelming. It'll be more, you can kind of prioritize the list and see what's important, what you can let go of from the list. I just feel like this is a challenge that you're meant to get through, though. It's not like they're not just going to give you the answer to it. It's something that you need to get through on this part of your journey. And hopefully you can figure it out before Saturday to kind of, because this could get overwhelming when there is so many different fiery ideas coming from all different ways. And if you're like me, since it came upside down, that's the only reason I say it, where I get anxiety because I'll have all these different things that I want to do. And it's like they just swirl around in my head and cause a big tangle. And it's hard to focus on one thing when it's just like so much going on in there. So I feel like this is just kind of telling you, like, list it out, kind of plan it out, so that way it's not so overwhelming and you can kind of focus on one thing at a time and see what maybe you could delegate or what you can move to the top of the priority list. Deandra, I see your comments. I think everybody sees their own comments first. Yeah, it definitely is the lag. If you're really wanting to get through and having a hard time, what you could do is try exiting and then coming back. And when you go to my feed, the Venus Moon, you want to make sure that you scroll down to the actual like posts with this video in it, and not just like how sometimes it'll show it at the top or how it'll be in your feed. If you actually go to my page and like find the post, it should be a little bit more synced up. And sometimes you might want to switch between like laptop, phone. You might have better luck that way. I've had people say they've cracked the code and they were able to find like the perfect sync up so they don't see any comments besides their own. Hey, Sharon B, thanks for joining in. Yeah, I see you guys. The lag is annoying. That's honestly why I do this, and I trust the lag. I feel like you get through if you're meant to right now. If for some reason you really have a question and you don't get through, maybe at the end what I'll do before I sign off is I'll just do a general. We'll all meditate together. We'll all ask for a question together, and whatever I pull out will be your answer if you didn't get the one-on-one time. All right, so let's see. Hopefully that made some sense, Gina. I definitely feel like this is just a part of your journey and something that you're meant to get through, but you'll figure it out for sure. You know, it's just validating that even though if it seems like there's a lot going on, it's for a reason, and you know, organizing it is part of the challenge. All right, so let's see the next code word. The first one on my end to say it's going to get the next card pulled. And if you're just tuning in, make sure you watch the replay because in the beginning I gave a sneak peek of some of the amazing crystals that I'll be showing this Friday. So the next code is 5050, 5050. So the first one on my end to say 5050 will get the next card pull. Thank you, Gina. Thanks for connecting your energy with me. I love this like glow going on. There's a light. I can hold the light. I mean, not a light, a window. So the sun must be just setting behind me. All right, Michelle Hansen, you came through. You got it first, my love. So let me know if you have a specific question or want to go with the flow. I appreciate you guys all hanging out with me right now. You know what? I never come on at this time. I usually do Friday nights, after 9 p.m. Eastern time, 6 o'clock right now Eastern time. And I was like, maybe no one will join in, and that'll be fine because I'll entertain myself somehow. But I'm glad you guys are here hanging out. All right, Michelle, we're going to go with the flow. So let's just do a quick little connection to your energy. We're going to get you a little bit of guidance for this part of your journey right now. So you have the 6 of Cups. Now the 6 of Cups, you can see it's like sweet little babies giving each other flowers. The cups are the suit of emotions and relationships and healing. The 6 is a number of nurturing and family. And this is such a nostalgic energy to this card. It's so sweet and innocent and childlike. And I feel like your guidance for right now is just to really get in touch with that inner child. Maybe figure out, maybe do a inner child meditation. I'm sure you could really like, if you search on YouTube or whatever music app you like, you could actually probably find inner child connection meditation. You could add the word binaural to it, and that'll add a tone that'll help you really connect. But to get in touch with your inner child can be super clarifying right now. It might give you some direction for where to go from here. When I get in touch with my inner child, I like to ask it, like, where did you see yourself when you were my age right now? Where would you like to be? What were your dreams? What were your goals? What would have made you the happiest? Like you could ask all these questions, and it might help to shift the energy of where you're headed. It might also be as far as like relationships are concerned, or even the relationship with yourself, telling you to look at it from a more childlike perspective. Go pick some flowers, go on a fun little nature hike, go play a video game or a board game, or read a mindless book or watch a cute movie or whatever it is. Just telling you to get more in touch with like the innocent, nostalgic energy around you. It's also a card full of gratitude and full of appreciation and love and joy. So I feel like, it's telling you to focus more on this energy than the what's not there or the more lower vibe stuff. So hopefully that makes some sense. Oh, Cindy, I'm glad you're having fun. It's fun for me too. All right, Michelle, I love that for you. I think that's a beautiful message and a great way to go into the weekend, like just kind of try and live like you're 7 years old or 6. It's a 6 card, so live like you're 6. Go get some ice cream from the ice cream man, or and just enjoy it. I'm so glad you guys are new. Thank you so much for joining in. Make sure you like my page, give it a follow. I have a really fun show coming up Friday night. Okay, I'll show you guys one more time. I'll pick a different one this time. One of the amazing crystals that I have offering this Friday night. So I do crystal sales as well live. And this is one of them I'm so psyched about. These are quartz crystal clusters, and they're titanium plated and then heat treated, which is what gives them this gorgeous, like, colorful rust on them. I would even love this for like a ring holder. Wait, let's see. Oh, greetings from Costa Rica. Oh, send some of that sunshine over here. Yep, like look, it makes a great ring holder. If you want to put it in your bedroom or, next to your vanity. I have all different sizes. I have one little tiny one. There might be more in the box right now. There's 7 because I kept number 8 for myself. I also have more in hydros. I have more tourmaline spheres. Oh my gosh, there is so much exciting stuff Friday, so you definitely don't want to miss it. Definitely add your friends. When I hit over 900 likes on my page already, and when I hit 1,000, we're going to do something really special. I don't know what yet, but maybe, I don't know. We'll figure it out. So make sure you share this page with your friends, and make sure you give it that like to add to the number. Yay. Oh my gosh, thank you guys for joining. Hi, Caitlin. Hi, Joe from Nashville. Originally from Jackson, New Jersey. That's where I'm from. I so appreciate you guys hanging out. Let's move right along and pull another card for someone. So the way this works for all you new guys is I just pull a random code. The first one on my end to say it back to me is going to get the next card pull. So I have amethyst tumbles, plenty of amethyst tumbles, maybe a few other amethyst things coming in, but I don't know. We'll have to tune in Friday, because what I do on a Friday night show is we just open the box and kind of pull things from it together. I order it and I forget what I ordered. So there might be some good amethyst. I'm almost feeling like I did order something amethyst, but we'll have to see together. So hopefully, who just asked that? Cindy. Hopefully you join in on Friday night if you're around to see. All right, so the code word right now, speaking of crystals, is stone. So the first one on my end to say stone is going to get the next card. Angela from South Africa, that's so exciting. Thank you for joining tonight. How cool. How's the weather in South Africa right now? We just had a hurricane this morning. Well, a tropical storm. It wasn't There's a lot of trees down around, but now it's hot, hot and sunny. Maria Miller, you came through first, my love. All right, guys, hang in there. I still have a little while to go. And once I hear my family, my dogs start barking, that'll be my cue to sign off, because that'll mean my husband and daughter are home. But Maria, you're up. Let me know if you want to go with the flow or if you have a specific question. Sharon, I didn't know that. That's amazing. And you live in Brooklyn? I was born in Brooklyn. I lived there for like 3 or 4 years. And then we moved to New Jersey. But I still have a bunch of family there. Okay, Maria's going to go with the flow. So let's connect to Maria's energy. Sandy, I am seeing you. You came through, but not first. I'm seeing you guys. Oh, my dogs are crying, so this might be the last one. And then I'll just do a group one for everybody, so hang in. My peeps might be home. We're connecting to Maria. All right, this is it. So let's see what your message is for right now, Maria. Wow. Okay, since we pulled the levers, I'm going to pull another one after this. But yours, the first one time we pulled the levers, it was reversed. Yours is right side up. So Maria, if you have a question about relationship or love of any type, I feel like this is validation for you that is exactly where your energy should be focused right now. That spirit up at the top, it's like divine guidance. Definitely focusing on your connection, focusing on family and the relationship. And let me just pull one more on top of that. Yeah, my peeps are home. Oh my God, stop. So we pulled, they want to talk to you. We'll do one more. Get the whole message. All right, so the challenge card is the Ace of Pentacles. So this is really focusing on what's in your control as far as relationship, or even if it's like connection with yourself or just a business connection or networking connection or friendship connection, whatever this relationship might represent to you. Your challenge is to just focus on what's in your control of it. You know, there's so many things that are out of our control right now. So what you can focus on is like what you bring to the table pretty much. And the Ace of Pentacles, aces are about new beginnings as well. So there might be a new beginning around you. And then it ends with the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight can represent another person coming to you with that security and the stability that the Pentacles represent. If the Knight of Pentacles is someone very grounded, it's an earth sign. So there's someone who's very logical and rational and, you know, maybe less emotional. So I wonder if relationship is a question around you, or if the Knight of Pentacles could even just be the energy in yourself. Knights are more charging forward, where the pages are more talking about new beginnings. So these three cards together are a super strong message. Get them closer to you so you can see. All right, come on. So you got the Lovers, Ace of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles. So another question that might be around it with all these pentacles is your security and your stability. Maybe it's home or finances or job or health. Whatever it is, I feel like it's kind of just telling you more to focus on what's in your control as far as the relationship goes, and less the emotional, less the drama, because we didn't get any swords, we didn't get any fire, we didn't get any cups. So more the like grounded, logical energy around all of it. So more of the energy with yourself. So the 6 in the Lovers is very nurturing energy. So I feel like if it's more the connection with yourself, it's telling you to just like focus on nurturing yourself and the things, again, in your control that you can focus towards. The Knight is in the future position, so it could also be saying that there might be a messenger coming to you as far as security and stability is concerned. Sorry, I know that's a lot. My peeps came home, and so that added to the energy shift. Hi, Joe Messina. I see you. What I do here is I pull a code, and whoever comes through first on my end gets the card pulled. What I'm going to do, this was my last reading, so I'm going to just pull, maybe I'll pull 3 for everybody together, like I just did 3. Hopefully that made some sense for you, Maria. If you have any questions on it, I know I was kind of like scattered with that, so you could definitely feel free to message me if you want to get a little bit more specific with it, or you could even just, if there is kind of a more specific direction you want to go with this, you could actually Google like Ace of Pentacles self, Ace of Pentacles career, Ace of Pentacles whatever, since that's your challenge for right now, to kind of go down the rabbit hole on even more of what that means. So I'm not going to pull another code. We're just going to do a 3-card pull for everybody. So I want everyone who didn't get your card pulled, and even if you already did get a card pulled, let's take a second. We're going to do a deep breath in, big breath out, just to connect and clear all of the energy. I'm going to shuffle. As I'm shuffling, I want you to think of your question. Whatever it is, I hope this card, the cards that I pull, will give you some clarity on it. We're going through a big portal this weekend, that Lionsgate on 8/8. So it's going to really bring a fiery energy shift. So if you have any questions around that, or around just what to do for right now, or if you have a specific question, you don't even have to type it and send it. Just think about it. Send it to my deck. Send it to me. Call in your spirits. And this message is for you, everybody. Even if you're watching the replay, this will connect to you, I promise. And I want to hear about your validations after. All right, so this is it. And then I'm going to sign off. Since my peeps are home, I got to go hug my baby. All right, so the positions that I pull in when I do a 3-card spread, it's going to be the first one, kind of validating what's been going on. The second one, I'll talk about the challenge for right now. And then the third one will be just where to go from this center challenge card. So the first card to validate what's been going on, we have the Magician. The Magician, it's kind of, they gave us a broad card since it's talking about so many people and so many energies at once. I feel like the Magician is just validating that this is the one card in the deck with every element represented. If you look closely on the table, there's all 4 suits. There's a cup, there's a pentacle, there's a wand, and a sword. So this is kind of validating, like, you have everything that you need to make the magic happen. You have the knowledge that the swords represent. You have the ambition that the wands represent. You have the stability that the pentacles represent. You have the emotional and the support that the cups represent, whether they're coming from yourself or coming from an external element. We're surrounded by everything that we need. They're channeling into when I'm doing such a broad message, there's a lot going on. I feel like the message going with what's been going on for everybody is just really saying we've been having to make our own magic, like we've been having to focus on what it is that we want to create and kind of orchestrate it on our own to bring it into a reality. So the next card is the challenge. This is another major arcana, the Empress. And this is reversed. The Empress is the self-care card. She is the symbol of abundance and fertility and creativity and like really connected to that sacral chakra. That's our passion and our ambition and our creativity, like I said already. So I feel like this is saying, and this is a 3. So almost like the next 3 months, what's 3 months from now? So between now and October, basically the rest of the summer into the fall, our main focus and challenge right now is the self-care thing. It's reversed, saying that it's something that we kind of have to get introspective on and figure out exactly what self-care means to us. For everybody questioning right now, whatever your question is, taking care of yourself is going to be the most important answer to it. Putting your needs first it's hard. I know a lot of you guys are empaths and, you want to heal the world and you want to help others and you want to, do what you can to help. But if you can't pour from an empty cup. So really doing the self-care thing is so important. I know our routines might be changed up a little bit right now with Corona. So if you can't go to the gym or the spa or the salon or whatever it is that would be your normal self-care routine, figure out a way to bring it home to yourself. Let your creativity flow is going to be really important with this. That's going to be healing in itself. Amy, I see you asking even about health. I feel like this is kind of giving you a way to have an outlet and a channel for the pain and for the healing. Letting your creativity flow, it will almost like take the pain out of your body, take the energy out of your body and send it to, give it an outlet to get out. If your question is about relationships, this is kind of telling you like put your needs first. It's important, like you can't be a good partner to somebody else if you're not happy and you're not satisfied yourself. So this is kind of giving us all permission to do the self-love thing. Self-love is not selfish. So putting your needs first is going to be really important. Letting that creativity flow, letting that, just like feeling the gratitude and the abundance around you. Even if it's not exactly where you want it to be, there's always something around to be grateful for. So that's our challenge. And then going from here, we have the 8 of Cups. So 8, there you go. We're in August right now. So August is going to be a time for an emotional journey. It's reverse. So definitely an introspective time. All those cups are the emotions and the relationships. And you could see the person on the card, they're walking away onto something. There's the sun and the moon up on the top. And it came out reversed, really saying that we're meant to be in an introspective time right now. The number 8, I feel like, is important. Maybe write down a list from 1 to 8 of maybe intentions or releases, whatever it is that you, maybe 2, write a list of 8 releases and then a list of 8 intentions. 8 with the Lionsgate this Saturday would be perfect, write the 8 things that you want to release and send them gratitude and then burn that list and let it fly away. And then 8 intentions that you want to, once that energy is cleared, you can kind of plant those seeds and just fill your energy with that. So we're definitely being called to do some shadow work right now, being called to go inside and do some meditation work, some like soul searching, whatever it is. If you find yourself having a lot of either like alone time or introspective time or quiet time, take advantage of it because you're exactly where you're supposed to be in order to do that introspective work. If you don't have a lot of time, quiet time or downtime, then maybe what you could do is find a binaural frequency to play while you're sleeping to help you kind of do that work when you're unconscious. So hopefully that makes some sense to you guys. I could pull cards on this all day to go deeper and deeper, but I feel like this is a pretty good message. You definitely can watch the replay if you want more on it. Also, if you want to, I know it's not like the clearest, let me pick them up. If you want to screenshot, you guys are welcome to go deeper into these cards on your own. Again, if you have a question about health or love or home or job or whatever, you could Google the magician health, the magician home, like whatever that means, and go down the rabbit hole on your own and kind of see what else it wants to tell you. So there's everybody. I hope you guys tune in Friday night. I'm so excited. I have lots of good crystals. They ate. Yeah, my dogs ate. My peeps are home. They're needing me. So I'm going to sign off here. I'm glad you guys got something. Hopefully, if you have questions, let me know. If you need a deeper reading, like I said earlier, I am not going to be booking any more appointments through the year unless October comes and I'm feeling called to add more, but I am booked up through October and Spirit's telling me not to book after that right now. And they told me that back in February and then look what happened in March, April, and May when they told me to take off. So I'm trusting them. I'm not booking through the end of the year, but I do have amazing people I can recommend. Caitlin Hamilton is part of Fox Moon. Her and Kelsey do incredible readings, so definitely you can reach out, Caitlin, if you want to post the link. If anyone wants like a really intense, deep reading, they'll be amazing. They do mediumship readings, and they use the cards as well. I have other awesome people I could recommend to if they're booked up. Um, yeah, do some meditation, you guys. I definitely feel like this is calling us to do some soul work. I'm going to do some. You know, I did some astral traveling last night. God only knows where I'm going to go next. But I love you guys. Thank you so, so much for joining in. Make sure to keep sharing my page, tagging it. And I'm just excited to hang out Friday night and show you guys all the awesome stuff coming out. All right, so everybody have an awesome rest of your Tuesday. Stay safe, stay healthy, and just live your best life. You know, do that self-care thing. Promise me. Let me know. I want comments on what you're going to do to give yourself some self-care and some self-love. All right, mwah. I love you guys. Be good. And